I'm Dr. David Avolio for Innovative Pain and Performance. I'm going to go over some tubing recommendations. Basically, tubing can be used in all sorts of exercise routines, whether it's for your legs, shoulders, even some back stuff. So very useful tool. But today we're going to go over what I recommend for some back stabilization and shoulder stabilization. Ideally, we're using more of the back muscles in through here to help stabilize the shoulder and taking some of the burden off of the rotator cuff muscles. Okay, oftentimes with work, posture, all that stuff, our shoulders kind of round and they move up and forward. And so what we want to retrain is having them stabilize down into the neutral position. A lot of times people make a mistake of overcorrecting. So they know they have bad posture and then they're like, oh, well, I need to pull them back. And they do this and they extend. This isn't good either, okay? So what we want to do is train to be in the neutral position, and this is a good way to do it. Other things to consider is like bicep tendon, and so if you're holding on to a bar, or like in this case, this tubing, we don't want our hands, our thumbs pointing in at each other. We want our thumbs either pointing up or hold it in a way like this, where our palms are facing upward towards the sky. So in this case, using the tubing here, I'm going to kind of lock my shoulder, and by doing that, I'm going to be using my back muscles. I'm going to pull down, and then I'm going to have my head in neutral, and I'm going to squeeze my core and squeeze my butt. Those are in my other video. I talk about my big three, lats, core, and butt. So I always try to engage all of those when I'm doing any kind of exercise. And then simply going to pull the tubing, externally rotate, and then come back in controlled. And we're just gonna repeat this while I'm still squeezing the back muscles, while I'm still squeezing the glutes and the core, and getting those posterior rotator cuff muscles activated, along with more supportive, bigger back muscles at the same time. We can do 2 to 3 sets, anywhere between 8 to 15 reps, depending on your skill level or where you are injury-wise. And that's where we'll discuss in the office kind of what would be the right amount for you individually. But this is just a reminder, as far as when you're doing these exercises at home, stabilize the shoulders down, squeeze those 3 kind of big muscles, and then having the hands supinated, externally rotate. And then in future videos, I'll show some other variations to the exercises that are going to be a little bit more advanced and put the shoulder in a more unstable position. But for now, let's work on that. If there's any questions, obviously let me know. And as always, move better.